Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
The Washington Nationals just made a massive move that has everyone talking, and it could directly impact the Toronto Blue Jays in a way nobody saw coming. CJ Abrams might actually be available, and if Ross Atkins isn't picking up the phone right now, he's missing a golden opportunity that could change everything for this team. Let's cut right to it. The Nationals just traded Mackenzie Gore, their biggest trade chip, and now the rumors are swirling that CJ Abrams could be next. This is a legitimate all-star shortstop we're talking about. A guy who's been putting up consistent numbers, batting around 250 with 20 home runs, and playing elite defense at short. He's not some rental either. Abrams isn't hitting free agency until 2029, which means you're getting years of team control, not just a one-year rental situation. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would the Blue Jays go after a shortstop when Bo Bichette is still on the roster? Here's the reality. Bo's future in Toronto is uncertain. His contract situation is murky, his performance has been inconsistent, and if you have a chance to lock down a proven all-star at a premium position for multiple years, you explore it. Period. This isn't about disrespecting Bo. This is about building the best possible roster to compete right now while the window is still open. Abrams has averaged around 3.5 WAR over the past 3 seasons, playing for a Nationals team that hasn't been competitive. Imagine what he could do surrounded by actual talent in a lineup with Vlad Guerrero, George Springer, and the rest of this Blue Jays core. He's 24 years old, he's already proven he can produce at the major league level, and he fills a position of need whether you want to admit it or not. The cost? It's going to be steep. You're probably looking at giving up either Orelvis Martinez or one of the top outfield prospects. Maybe it's a package built around high-level talent that hurts to part with. But if you want to compete with teams like the Dodgers, you can't sit on prospects forever. At some point, you have to cash in and go for it. The Blue Jays have the farm system to make this happen. The question is whether they have the guts to actually pull the trigger. Let's shift gears and talk about Chris Bassitt because it's looking more and more like he's not coming back to Toronto. The Cubs and Braves are reportedly the main suitors. And unless the Blue Jays pull off some kind of surprise move, Bassitt's time in Toronto is done. Look, I get it. He was solid for us. 3 straight years of eating innings, double-digit wins, keeping the rotation stable. But at the end of the day, this team needs to upgrade, not run it back with the same guys who couldn't get it done. Bassitt gave us 160-plus innings every year, hovered around a 4 ERA, and was a professional. You can't ask for much more from a mid-rotation guy. But the Blue Jays need more than that if they want to seriously compete. They need frontline starters, and Bassitt, as dependable as he's been, just isn't that. So if he walks and signs elsewhere, it's not the end of the world. It just means the front office better have a plan to replace those innings with someone better. Now let's talk about the wild card in all of this. Kazuma Okamoto. This guy is the biggest question mark on the entire roster. And honestly, that's what makes him so exciting. He absolutely raked in Japan, hitting over 330 with monster power numbers. But the big question is, how much of that translates to Major League Baseball? The projections are all over the map. Some have him replicating his Japanese numbers. Others have him struggling to adjust. The consensus seems to be somewhere in the middle, around 250 to 260 with 25 homers and 70 RBIs. If that's what the Blue Jays get, that's a massive win. You're talking about a guy who can hit in the middle of the order, provide protection for Vlad and Bo, and play solid defense at third base. The videos I've seen of him show a guy with range, a strong arm, and the ability to make plays all over the diamond. He's not just a bat, he's a legitimate two-way player who could stabilize that hot corner for years. But here's the thing. Nobody really knows what to expect. Spring training is going to be absolutely critical for Okamoto. How does he handle big league pitching? How does he adjust to the speed of the game? Can he stay healthy and consistent over a 162-game grind? These are all questions that won't get answered until we see him actually play. But the upside is undeniable, and if he even comes close to his ceiling, the Blue Jays just got themselves an absolute steal. So here's where we're at. The Blue Jays have options. They can be aggressive and go after a guy like CJ Abrams, solidifying the infield for years and making a statement that they're all in. They can let Chris Bassitt walk and upgrade the rotation with someone who moves the needle. And they can hope that Kazuma Okamoto is everything they believe he can be and then some. The pieces are there, The talent is there. The question is whether Ross Atkins and this front office have the vision and the courage to put it all together. Because if they do, this team could be scary good. But if they sit on their hands and play it safe, we're looking at another year of what-ifs and missed opportunities. The offseason isn't over yet, and the decisions made in the next few weeks could define the entire season. Let's hope they get it right.